We are back with the Midwestern Horned Owls Dynasty, getting ready for a brand new season with what is pretty much a brand new team. 46 players left us in the offseason, so we had to replace them with 33 new ones, 31 of which are freshmen, and 13 will be playing right away. All 13 that are going to be playing right away are true freshmen. We are going to have 6 new starters on offense and 6 new starters on defense, a new kicker, and a new punter. So in my opinion, this is a new team, and that's no disrespect to the players that are back for another year, like Wyatt Van Horn and DeMarcus Perkins on defense. Then there's CJ Carter and Jordan Bryant on offense, and others that I'm not going to name because there are still quite a few that are going to be starting for us that were on the team last year. One position where we will have a new starter for sure is quarterback. It was a battle between the 2 true freshmen that we brought in Jordan Jones and Forrest Fry. Now, Jordan Jones, he did rank higher nationally on the overall recruit list. He was the 44th overall quarterback in last year's recruiting class. He did have a couple of problems that held him back. One, his release was really slow, and the other thing that really held him back was his throw power. Not for just these deep downfield throws, but the underneath throws. His velocity on those passes was just not fast enough. Now you compare it to Forrest Fry, who ranked about 100 spots lower of all the quarterbacks in last year's recruiting class. The first thing that stood out about him was his ability to extend plays. Now, our offensive line is not exactly elite, so having a quarterback that can extend plays and make a throw at the last second is really a game changer. And the mobility, it's for more than just buying time. He could also just take off down the field and score a touchdown himself. Now, talking about his actual throwing, he does have a lot better throw power, and the ability to stretch the field is really a thing with him. He can also throw off platform. So just a lot of things to like about Forrest Fry, and that is why he will be our starting quarterback for this season. Looking at his skill caps, he does have some room to improve, but not a ton, especially the throw power. That's already pretty much capped out. Jordan Jones, on the other hand, he is going to be redshirted. I did not want to waste his freshman season as a backup quarterback. He does have some room to improve on both the throw power and accuracies. So we'll see how much he can improve here throughout our dynasty. There are other freshmen that are going to be playing right away for us. Avery Sizer is one of them. He's the only power back we have on the team, so you can expect him out there when we need a couple of yards. He's got some improving he could do, unlike George Barr and Nick Shields, who really don't have a lot of improving that they could do, unfortunately. They're already pretty much at their skill caps athletically, but the route running, I guess, could get a little bit better. Joey Hammer, he was brought in to be our number 1 tight end. It'll be him and Russell Moore out there as our top 2. Hammer, he is who he is already. The only thing that he could get better at is blocking. Speaking of blocking, Jimmy Fisher, he'll be our starting right tackle. The awareness is low, but everything else is not terrible for a true freshman. On the defensive side of things, we brought in a couple of interior defensive linemen. 2 are going to be starting right away for us in Edward Reed and Andre Okoye. Both completely different players. Okoye more of a pass rusher and Reed is a run stopper. So they should pair pretty nicely together. Eric Lamb, he's not exactly going to be a true starter, but he is going to be out there in most passing situations. The block shedding is only at 56, which is why he can't really be out there on every play. Taylor Sanzenbacher, he is already pretty much capped out. Not much improving he could do, so I didn't redshirt him. He'll be a backup linebacker. Ben Edmonds, he'll be our number 3 cornerback. He could get a lot better, which is good. LaMarcus Pettigrew, we couldn't afford to redshirt him because we just didn't have enough bodies at cornerback, so he's going to be our number 4, and he does have some improving to do. Josh Wood, this is one to be really excited about. Elite development potential, and he has good skill caps. He's going to be starting as a true freshman, but he is going to be getting a lot better in a hurry. Elliott Redmond, not much improving he could do, but he is going to be our punter. So yes, a lot of the players that we brought in are going to be redshirted. We brought in 33, and 20 of them will end up getting redshirted. We did have some close calls and tough calls with a player like Darrell Leff, who's got elite potential at running back, but ultimately in the end, it'll be better for him and for us if we redshirt him and get the extra year of eligibility down the line. Remember, he can still play in 4 games this year, as can all the players that we are redshirting. Really like that new rule where players who are redshirted have a chance to play in 4 games. But if you go above that, then the red shirt ends up getting broken. So we will get a chance to look at left and all the players we brought in eventually, but just not right now. There was a look at our schedule for the upcoming year. Remember, we did get hit by the custom schedule bug, so I couldn't change any of those games, even though I wanted to. But we opened up play here, taking on Washington State, the Cougars, in our first game of the season. Forrest Fry making his college debut, the true freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. He's going to open things up by going under center and giving it to Jordan Bryant, who did lead our team in rushing and receiving a year ago. I hope he does not do that again. I would rather see an actual pass catcher lead in receiving yards this year. Forrest Fry looking to throw for the first time in college football, and it's going to be deflected away by Keith Brown. A really athletic play by him to break that pass up. 3rd and 6. Fry with nobody open, and down he goes. Keith Brown in on another play. I think he was also in on the first down play. So he had a big impact on that set of downs. We end up going 3-and-out to begin the season as Javenski Schwenbaker, the running back for the Cougars, picks up 11 yards and a first down. They are on the attack, already on our side of the field. A pass deep over the middle is going to be caught by Chase Roberts, and just like that, it is going to be goal to go for Washington State. 3rd and goal at the 3. They're going to try and punch it in on the ground, and it will not work. Our defense, it ends up bending, but it does not break. And they hold strong in the end, forcing a field goal attempt from Fabian Otis, a true freshman, who knocks it on through to give the Cougars a 3-0 lead. Unfortunately, our second possession on offense would be a disaster. We would end up going 3-and-out again. And Elliott Redmond, he does not have the strongest leg or the most accurate leg. And that is going to be a problem this year. A big punt return is going to set the Cougars up already in the red zone. Nice tackle by Sanzenbacher to save the touchdown. We'll see what ends up mattering in the end, as Andre Dowler will reel in a tough catch and make it goal to go. First to go from the 2. It's a fake, and Mateer is going to pitch it at the last second to Trey Shackelford. The wide receiver is going to score a rushing touchdown and make this a 2-score lead in the first quarter. We'll see if this offense can get going. It is Jordan Bryant on the run, and this time he's going to cough the ball up. An already bad start is now a complete disaster. You've got to be kidding me. We had to challenge this? To me, it looked like he was clearly down, but we did have to challenge it, and luckily we do end up winning the challenge. So we keep possession, and Bryant on 3rd and short will not get the first down, making it 4th and inches. We have to go for this. Already not in a good spot. We end up quarterback sneaking it, and Forrest Fry is going to get the job done. So we have a first down under our belts now. We'll see if that can get some momentum going, as the first completion in Forrest Fry's career is going to go to Joey Hammer, a fellow freshman. 3rd and 5. Fry under pressure. He's going to connect with Jason Toon, the 6'5 senior. He is across midfield and at the Cougars' 46-yard line. 3rd and 10. Fry out of time. It's going to lob deep down the field for CJ Carter. It is knocked out of his hands at the last second. A beautiful throw from Fry is unable to be paid off. So after a punt, the Cougars take over on their own side of the field for once, but just like that, they're going to be across midfield. A first down picked up easily at the 49 of Midwestern. They are going to keep on pounding the rock. A missed tackle and another missed tackle. And the Cougars are all the way inside the 30 at the 29. So nearing the red zone. Mateer is going to fake the handoff, and he's under heavy pressure, and he'll be sacked. Wyatt Van Horn, the first one to get to him, but Andre Okoye, the true freshman, also in on the play. On 2nd down, Mateer is going to swing it left side, and Javenski is going to be just ganged up on by a couple of freshmen, and Eric Lamb and Josh Wood. Loss of 4. 3rd down, they dial the screen, and Schwenbaker, he's going to break a tackle and be knocked down well short of the first down. So Fabian Otis is going to have to try a long field goal. I don't know what his kick power is. It looks like he's got enough distance on it, but the accuracy is not there. He's going to miss it, hitting the upright on the left side. So we keep this a 10-0 game. A quick swing pass right side to Willie Wise, and the junior is going to juke a man out of his shoes. And he's down up at the 38 with a first down. Now across midfield, Willie Wise is going to run inside, take a big hit and lose the ball. It's still on the ground, rolling around, and it looks like we have got it back. George Barr comes up with it, so we get to maintain possession, but another near disaster for us. A run, as Russell Moore will make a catch in traffic. Not the best read by Fry, but he's got a good arm, and he makes that play possible. Fake to Shields. Fry is going to check it down to Shields, who's going to get a burst and show off the best speed we have at wide receiver on the team. Picking up a first down, but it's going to be called back due to holding. Now our starting center, Terrell McMullen. And to make matters worse, we do actually have an injured player. It is Brian Ramirez, our starting left tackle, but it looks like he should be good to re-enter this game. Second at 20. A check down to Nick Shields, who is going to pick up the yardage we just lost, and even pick up an extra yard on the play. 4th and 9 in no man's land. We are going to go for it. Not wanting to punt the ball away in plus territory. Here's a throw into traffic that George Barr is going to hang on to and get the first down barely. He is a possession wide receiver, and he makes a tough catch. He also had the fumble recovery earlier on the drive, so a couple of nice plays made by him as Fry scrambles to his left and is brought down right away. But another flag is going to be thrown, and it's against us again. This time against Brian Ramirez, who is back out there. The 3rd and 22 at the 37. Losing track of where this drive has gone as Fry gets sacked on 3rd down, and we are definitely not in field goal range here. We got to put the ball away. Can't go for it on 4th and 28. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Matera is going to go deep down the middle of the field, and Chase Roberts has his second big gain over the middle of the field as he puts the Cougars across midfield. At the 42 of Midwestern, Matera fires to his right for $1, and it is going to come up short as Byron Washington breaks the pass up to end the Cougars' drive. We have a chance to put together a drive here late in the first half, but it's 3rd down. Joey Hammer will make the grab deep down the field. The freshman-to-freshman connection keeps this drive going. Under a minute to go in the half. Fry, quick left side on an out route. That is Glover. And the senior out of Iowa is out of bounds across midfield. At the 26 of Washington State, Fry is going to hook up with Glover again. He's inside the 10 and down just shy of the 5. But a flag on the play, and it is against us again. Another holding call. This time it's going to be against Shad Green, our best overall player. I feel like the refs just kind of have it out for us in this game. Fry on 1st and 20. He's running backwards, and he loses it. Fisher dives on it, but we are all the way back near midfield. 3rd and 34 at midfield. Fry, he's going to fire and deliver a strike to Joey Hammer to at least get us a chance at some points as we are in field goal range for Steven Spears, who's going to try his first kick of his career, and he puts it on through to at least give us some points at the end of the first half. A one-score game in the 3rd quarter, despite us really not having played that well. It'll be a big run to get a first down for Washington State. They've had a ton of success on the ground. I'm sure some of it does have to do with our interior defensive line duo of starters being both freshmen. Chase Roberts will make a tough grab to get a first down from a 38 of Midwestern. A tier hits Hernandez over the middle, and the junior wide receiver is going to go down at the 12. And the Cougs in the red zone. Out to 7. A tier has great protection. He's going to slide to his right and throw to his right. Shackelford will make the catch and step out of bounds. A yard short of a first down. 3rd and 1 from the 3. It's a direct snap to the running back, and Deshaun Rockwell is going to plug the hole and stop the run short of the first down. A great play made by him as the Cougars are going to settle for a field goal that Otis is going to drill and make this a 2-score lead again for the Cougars. Washington State up 13-3 with possession. Here is a catch getting made down the field by Trey Shackelford, who already has a rushing touchdown today. At midfield, here's Javensky Schwenbaker, the junior running back. He's going to be swung to the ground by John Wood at the 36 of the Horned Owls. So this Midwestern defense has been okay once Washington State has gotten the ball near midfield or across it. Yeah, I've only given up 13 points despite the offense having done really nothing all game long. 3rd and 6. Mateer He's going to fire, and it's going to be caught in the end zone. A touchdown for Trey Shackelford. This time it's a receiving touchdown, and the Cougars are now up pretty big. It's not exactly a blowout, but a 3-score game is not really all that close, as Chris Brooks, the fullback, will make the catch and make it 3rd and 2. We send a man in motion, Russell Moore. We're going to run it with Sizer, the big power back, and he can't get the first down. He goes down a yard short of it, but we're keeping the offense out there and going for it on 4th and 1. And we're getting it. Chris Brooks, the senior fullback, will get the first down, going down up at the 36, not the 40. We're going to dial up a screen. A big block is delivered by Shad Green, and Jordan Bryant is going to be thrown to the ground at the 45 of Washington State. Man in motion. That is Nick Shields. It'll be a flip to him. He gets a block from Sizer. Shields throws off a defender and is out of bounds at the 30. So the offense for Midwestern finally finding a bit of rhythm. We'll see if they can finish this drive off with a touchdown. Joey Hammer inside the 10. A good throw there from Forrest Fry. Is going to make it goal to go for the Horned Owls. 1st and goal at the 8. Fry scanning the field. He's going to move to his right. He sees a path to the end zone, and he'll take it in himself. The first touchdown of our season is scored by Forrest Fry, the true freshman, on the ground to make this a 20-10 game as we now are in the 4th quarter. 3rd down for Washington State. A quick check down. He's nearly picked. Max King jumped it and had the pick 6 in his hands, but he just didn't make the catch. Man, that is one that I really wish we could have gotten. So still a 2-score lead for Washington State, as we are going to take over across midfield after a short punt. At the 47 of Washington State, it's Jordan Bryant trying to find some room. Really hasn't had a ton of success on the ground. Just 26 yards on 8 carries. He's had a little bit of success as a pass catcher. We'll toss it to him right side, and he's able to get to the edge and get the first down, going out of bounds at the end of the play as Jason Toon is shaken up at the 31. A fake to Bryant. Fry, he's going to go to Bryant, who will make the catch. Juke not quite by the defender there in Hunter Haynes, as Bryant is down in the red zone at the 18. We bring in Sizer, the true freshman. On the stretch, he gets around a defender. He is upended and down inside the 10. At the 8, making it goal to go as Jason Toon should be able to run out of this game in the very near future. Fry under pressure. He'll throw on the move. It is caught by Russell Moore, and he's up to the 2. And down there. Man in motion. It's Joey Hammer. We're going to run behind him with Sizer, and he's swallowed up in the backfield. Where he lost it 2. What do you do here on 3rd and goal? You throw it? Do you run it? They're going to try and throw it. Fry has nobody open. He's going to lob it, and it's going to be caught. Joey Hammer, but he's going to lose a yard on the play. We bring on Steven Spear, and he's going to make this a 1-score game by making his 2nd kick of the game, making it 20-13. So down by 7 in the 4th quarter. We have at least made this interesting. The throw on the left side is going to be caught by Chase Roberts, who's now at exactly 100 receiving yards as he's out of bounds at midfield. Javensky Schwenbaker is going to put on a tough stiff arm and just bulldoze his way up to the 41, a gain of 8. On 2nd and short. Mateer is going to back up, throw a screen, and Max King is going to make that a loss of a couple to make it 3rd and 4. Can we get off the field? Mateer, he's going to throw in, have his pass bedded down. Darius Moore swats it down at the line, and we do get a big stop. Taken over at their own 16, down by 7. In need of a touchdown. Fry under pressure is going to throw a back shoulder throw. It's caught by C.J. Carter, who's had a pretty quiet game. I mean, he is the number 1 wide receiver, so most of the attention does go his way, as Jordan Bryant is going down right away, but another flag is going to be thrown in the area of holding. It is against us again. Brian Ramirez getting called the 2nd time today. On 1st and 20, throw deep down the field is going to be caught by Joey Hammer, who has been the favorite target for Forrest Fry in the early going. Third down, Bryant is met in the hole, and he can't get the first down. He goes down short of it. We are going for it. Down by 7. On 4th and short, it is Avery Sizer, the true freshman. He has just enough power to get the first down. He's had to earn pretty much all of his yards in this game. Fry extending the play. He's going to make a throw on the move across his body, and it's caught by Devin Glover, who's down at 31. And that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd and 12 with a minute 30 to go. We're going to run the ball, and it nearly gets us the first down, but we were running it with the plans of going for it on 4th down anyway. So we get a big gain and go for it on 4th and 1, and Avery Sizer, he'll get the first down, and he's going to make it goal to go, going down at the 9-yard line. Now under a minute to go in the 4th quarter. Fry under quick pressure, he's hit right away. Luckily, it is going to be incomplete. A whiff by Brian Ramirez, who's had a tough game. 3rd and goal. Fry's going to spin to his left. He's got nobody to throw the ball to, so he's going to try to do it himself again, and he does it again, powering over a cornerback into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown of the game. He would not be denied, and Midwestern has battled all the way back to tie this game up late in the 4th quarter. Forrest Fry with not just 1, but 2 touchdowns on the ground here in the 2nd half. And this one, it was more impressive than the first because, first of all, it ties the game up. Secondly, he just ran over a man. And we now have a chance to go to overtime if our defense can just hold for 23 seconds. All tied at 20. Washington State, they're going to run it. It's a pitch to Shackelford. He gets outside the defense. He's loose across midfield. No, he's gone. It's going to be an 85-yard touchdown run with 10 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. That's all it took. A simple pitch play, and they are back on top. So now we have to get desperate here. We need a touchdown. Fry, back to throw. He'll go to his left. It is caught by Carter, and he's out of bounds at the 41 with 3 seconds to go. And that at least gives us a chance to get this ball into the end zone on a Hail Mary. Fry, waiting for his receivers to get down the field. He's going to be hit as he let it go, and his offensive line is going to let him down again. And that's going to be the game. So we battled all the way back to just lose like that. Final score 27-20. Washington State, they are going to be 1-0 to begin the year, thanks to Trey Shackelford, who scores 3 touchdowns today. For us, we begin the year with a loss. Really tough loss. I like the way that we battled back into this game and had a chance to win it in the end, but we choked away the game in the end on defense. You probably didn't play a great game on defense if one of your safeties leads in tackles by that much, but I thought Josh Wood was all right out there. Could have had the pick 6 for Max King earlier in the game, and that would have been really helpful. Forrest Fry, strong showing in his debut, despite the offensive line letting him down time and time again, not just with bad blocking, giving up sacks, but also a lot of holding calls against them. Joey Hammer, not bad for a debut, 7 catches, 94 yards. He looked pretty good. The ground game is something we have to do much better in our next game if we want to win. Can't be relying on our freshman quarterback to sling the ball as much as we had to today. Bit of recruiting talk. John Good, we have been going after him since before the season began. Got great strength and amazing athleticism for a 6'7" tackle out of Missouri. And we have a scholarship already offered to him and a visit scheduled for week 6. Tulsa is going after him, but I'm feeling pretty good about our chances of getting John Good. Winston Smith, he's listed as an athlete, but he's a center out of Illinois at 6'4", 293. Now, you can't teach 90 strength and 73 speed to an offensive lineman. He's a decent blocker already. He's a gem, and we are going after him. Nobody else is going after him. We'll put some more points on him here soon, but that is definitely somebody you want to add to the team. Same thing here with Reggie Boss. He's a cornerback out of Florida, 5'11", 194. We do not really know the zone coverage, but he's got good speed, good man, good change of direction, and we'll have to go after him. We have a huge need at cornerback because after this year, we will only have 2 cornerbacks on the roster. So that is a position we have to heavily target in this recruiting class. Deontay Bland, he's a safety out of North Carolina, 6'1", 214, a gem with 80 zone, 86 speed. We are already on the top of his board and the only team that has offered him a scholarship up until this point. So having a bit of success early in recruiting, going after some pretty decent players. FIU pulled off a massive upset as they beat Oklahoma State in week 1, 22-21. Oklahoma State was in the college football playoff last year, so that's a big win for FIU. We'll see if we can get a big win next time as we take on Memphis, who is 1-0, as we try to pick up our first win of the season. If you guys are enjoying this series, let me know down below. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. That is going to be all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.